Guys, it's Mrs. Oaks, and I'm here for some comprehension for this Tuesday. So I hope that you're ready to do some learning with me. Get your book, get a pencil, and let's get started. Okay, grade 5, here's our comprehension. It's a passage called The Greatest Trick. So it says, think about how Jacob and his mom probably feel. So we're going to read this. We're going to find out while we're reading, we're thinking about how Jacob and his mom probably feel. So, the greatest trick. Jacob burst into the kitchen holding a deck of cards. "The great Jacob performs his most amazing trick yet," he shouted. His little sister cooed and giggled from her high chair, but Jacob's mom was less amused. "Could you show me in a minute?" she pleaded. "I'm trying to feed Emma." "It'll be quick," Jacob responded. "Pick a card, any card," he called out, spreading the cards into a fan shape. His mother sighed and pointed at a card. Jacob plucked the card from the fan deck and stuck it onto his forehead. "I cannot see your card with my eyes," he said, tapping his forehead with his finger, "but my mind's eye will reveal it to me. It's the ace of clubs." Emma laughed and opened her eyes wide. "Cubs," she said, clapping her hands. Jacob's mom looked at the baby and laughed. Jacob peeled the card off his forehead and shook Emma's tiny hand. "My new assistant," he said. Okay, so it's asking you if this personal experience reminded you of anything. If this passage reminded you of any personal experiences. I am going to say it reminds me of trying to feed 2 children. So I'm going to say it reminds me of supper time. It's hard to write sideways like this. Reminds me of trying to make supper where my kids are showing me awesome things. Oh, my pen's dying. It's time to switch out the ink on that one. Trying to make supper and pay attention to my kids at the same time. Now, I'm guessing you guys don't identify as much with the mother as you do with maybe the kids. So, make supper and pay attention to my kids at the same time. I identify with the mother there, which makes sense. Attention to my children at the same time. Now, your experience might be different. Maybe you once showed someone a card trick. Maybe you understand what it's like to be Jacob, trying to get some attention. You would write there your own personal experience, describe it. Okay, read each question, fill in the bubble next to the correct answer. How does Jacob's mom change the story? So at first she's tired, but then how does she change in the story? At first she's tired, but then she's alert. At first she's amused, but then she's annoyed. No, I don't think she's annoyed. She's kind of annoyed at the beginning. At first she's laughing, but then she's quiet. No, she seemed to, Mom looked at the baby and laughed at the end. So at first she's annoyed, but then she's entertained is the correct answer. So first she's kind of like, Jacob, I don't have time for this. And then once she sees the card and she sees card trick and she sees how happy it makes the little sister, then she kind of warms up to it a bit. Okay, what is the setting of the story? Where does this happen? So we know that Jacob burst into the kitchen. So the story takes place in the kitchen. Which of these best describes Jacob? He's eager to entertain his family, eager to care for Emma, eager to help his mother, or eager to teach Emma a new trick. I believe he's eager to entertain his family. He's not teaching them a new trick. He's just showing it to them to make them happy. What is the theme of the story? Having fun together is important for families. Work is more important than play. Being with others is more enjoyable than being alone. Or babies need a lot of care and attention. I believe A, having fun together is important for families, is the theme of the story. You could, I think, because that's the whole point, right? They're having fun as a family rather than just thinking about all the chores they need to do. And sometimes families just think about all the chores they need to do, and that's okay too, because families are a lot of work, but they're worth it. All right, so that's our comprehension for today. I hope that was helpful to you. Check back tomorrow for another comprehension video. I hope that that was helpful to you and helped you with your work. And I will see you back here tomorrow for more comprehension. Have a great day.